Hey, this image is currently being shared around social media because some people thinks it looks grey with kind of mint coloured accents, and other people think it looks pink with white accents. And just thought I'd explain why that is. They're saying if you're left brain dominant, you'll see grey. If you're right brain dominant, you'll see pink. And This is actually because the original photo was pink with white, and then it was adjusted to offset the colours. So it is actually mainly grey. The grey is it is still slightly pink. So yes, if you're literally saying what you observe, you're seeing grey with mint or kind of light bluey green colours. But if your brain is kind of interpreting it back to what it should have been, then you'll see it more as pink and white, and you can switch between them. It's not like there's two types of people. You could stare at it long enough and your brain will start to consider that maybe the greeny blue colors were originally white, and in compensating for that, it will at the same time the gray colors will shift towards pink again. So it's um it's a like psychological trick, and I can show you quite easily what's going on in Photoshop here. So first I'll duplicate the background so that we've got another layer, and then all I need to do is bring up the levels and use a white eyedropper to find a light part of the scene. And what's happening is that when we look at white colors all around us in the real world, they're never really white. They're colored by bounced colors from other things nearby or the colors of the light. So our brains are used to kind of looking for the lightest thing and then offsetting that back to white. And then this happens when we're indoors at night. Actually, it's very yellow. We look outside and it looks all blue. Or if we go outside, it looks fine. But if we look inside, it looks all yellow. Uh, so we're used to doing this. So if there's no other white in the scene, it will kind of look for the lightest part, which I'm doing now. Let's say here, and I click on that, and what Photoshop's doing is to kind of take that color and say, okay, that's supposed to be white. So you can instantly see now that's dragged all the other colors by the same offset, and therefore the shoe has gone pink. And we know this was the original photo because now the stool in the background is brown and his person's hand is pink again. So it's we know this was how it was supposed to be. And if I click on this layer and I kind of make it completely transparent, you'll see the original photo underneath. And then if I just slowly drag it back, you'll get an idea of what's happening in our brains as we try to compensate for that color offset. And then, as you can see, it slowly goes back to pink. So this is how some people's brain are trying to interpret the image, and maybe it does relate to right brain. I'm not really sure, but it it shows an interpretation of what we're seeing rather than a literal feedback of what we're seeing. Thanks very much.